Yo, I bet welcome back. Got a more video. Mother of three gets a BBL and dies. It's like a crazy title, so we finna get into it. But show like, comment, subscribe for show. Please, please, please. I'm trying to be more consistent on this channel, so please. You know what I'm saying? Do what it do. Let's get
All right,
into it.
so I was just going through my bookmarks folder on Instagram because I typically, scroll on Instagram and I come across a whole bunch of stories that I may want to talk about on the channel for you guys. And it's kind of a good way to, keep track of things for potential video topics. And as I was just going through the folder, I came across a story that I meant to talk about involving an NYPD detective and mother of three, according to the story, who allegedly died a week after getting a BBL in Colombia. Like, wasn't it not too long ago that I talked about a story of
Bro, it's so crazy because they really be feeling they ass up with anything nowadays. Like dead ass, bro. That's why they be dying.
a 14 or 13-year-old girl in Mexico who died of getting a BBL and a breast surgery because it was approved by her mother and her stepdad, who was a surgeon himself. Apparently, she died, I think, a day after the operation.
Nigga, his wife looks like she has surgery. His wife looks like she has plastic surgery. That's probably why he approved it.
Or I may be misremembering. I think she may have died on the operating table. Whatever the case may be, the point is that 14-year-old girl died after getting a boob job and a butt job, which was it's still a mind-blowing story to.
Bro, I would have been so hurt, bro. Why the hell do you approve that? She's 14.
This day, if you want to go see the video, just
Some niggas just need their ass whooped for real.
search for the keyword BBL on my channel, and that even sounds crazy telling you guys to do that, but yeah. I mean, there's been so many stories of people dying after getting BBLs, and I'm just like sitting here wondering, is it still worth it? And people are actively seeing these stories and are still going ahead and getting BBLs in these undescript doctors' offices who are posing as surgeons in developing countries. Like, is it really worth the risk? I don't know, especially if you're a police officer in New York City. Like, why do you want a BBL? What's the point of that? Like, is this
Exactly. She acting like the BBL is finna make her catch bad guys faster, make her finna have 10 plus attributes in speed and strength or something. Mother of three BBL and she's 40. Exactly. Like, why? Why would you do that? What is the point of that? Bro, you in no line of work to even get one. It wouldn't that, like, disable you more than anything? Bro, I wouldn't even know how I would even explain how someone close to me passed on if this happened. Oh, that shit, then they end up dying by a BBL. Like, bro, that shit don't even sound right. You that ass left your children because you wanted a fake ass. Bro, that shit makes no sense.
supposed to protect you from gunshot wounds, make you run faster, or apprehend your suspects faster? I don't know. Seems kind of. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further into the story, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I am running a $100 giveaway for 3 individuals who support the channel this month. The previous giveaway was for $70 to 3 people or Battlefield 6, either of their choice. As you can see here, I ran the giveaway through this giveaway website, and it shows all 3 winners, as you can see here: Mia, Board Menace, and Baby JS Mama. I did message all of them, and one was very happy. She was very happy, which was actually pretty cool to see. She said, she'll take the cash, and she's gonna use the money to help with groceries for herself and her son this month. So that was pretty cool to see.
That's dope. That's how wholesome. Respect to her. This is what a mother should be doing. Taking care of damn children instead of getting a BBL in a different country.
The other person said they've been supporting since like 2017, which is a long ass time, and sent the money out to them. They were super gracious as well. They had a lot of gratitude. And the other winner, Mia, she was happy as well, but she told me to pass it on to someone else because she didn't really need the money at the time, so that's what I did. And now basically I've decided to increase this month's giveaway to $100 instead of being $70. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do. I think I'm gonna run this monthly and then maybe overtime, weekly, bi-weekly, who knows. But yeah, follow the Instagram. You don't need to follow any other platforms. We'll be using the same website to select winners, and when I do, just make sure you at least are a supporter of the channel, basically. That said,
Real
let's get
nigga
back
shit.
into the main part of the video. Now,
Real
according
nigga
to the
shit.
New York Post, they say NYPD detective, loving mom of 3 dies in Colombia week after butt lift procedure. And I just gotta say again, that is a crazy ass statement. You left behind 3 whole kids, bro. They lost their mom because you wanted to be superficial. You wanted an extra layer of ass fat for what? Genuinely speaking, a mom of 3 and an NYPD police officer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dead ass. What were you gonna use that for in your line of work? It's not like you're an Instagram model. Like, what were you gonna use that for your line of work?
Officer, how is that going to help you in your daily life? They say an NYPD detective and loving mom of 3 died a week after receiving a butt lift and liposuction. So I guess they took the fat out of her stomach and transferred it to her butt cheeks. Basically, that's what a BBL is. And the procedure happened in Colombia, prompting her grieving husband, oh, so she was married too. That is crazy, to request an investigation into her sudden death, according to sources and reports. Now,
She run him, bro. She has to run him because there's no way I'm letting my woman do that shit, bro. Telling you.
I'm pretty sure the husband knew that she was going to get a BBL, and he probably, who knows if he co-signed on it or if she said, I'm just going to do it anyway and you can't tell me what to do. Gotta understand, a lot of married people are struggling out here with even compromising with their spouses. Who knows if the marriage was in turmoil or not. I mean, if you're married, because as soon as I heard BBL, I'm thinking she's, single mom. Like, why on God's green earth do you need a BBL if you're happily married at home to your husband and a mother of 3 kids? Now, the husband may have signed off on it or not. I don't know. But if I were her husband, I would tell her, you do not need a BBL. I'm good with the way you look now. And if you are so
That's what I'm saying. I can't prove it, but bro's a weirdo.
adamant on getting a BBL, let's just save up and do it in America. They do provide BBLs. Dr. Miami here in Florida, Miami, in America, safe, legal, no sketchy operations or
But it's cheaper out there in those third world countries. It's a lot cheaper out there.
procedures. It's going to be a lot more expensive, but at least you're likely going to survive the operation. Respectfully said, of course. I'm just saying. They also say Detective Alicia Stone, who was 40 years old, was rushed to Fundación Valle del Lili Hospital in Cali after she was discovered
Too damn old to try to be a goddamn city girl, hot girl, bro. You're 40 and you got 3 kids and you're married and you got a family, bro. Like, dead ass. Too damn old for that.
Responsive in her hotel room around 6:30 a.m. Thursday, according to law enforcement sources. And here is an image of the 40-year-old married mom of 3. Listen.
Hey, she don't look 40 though. Hey, props to her. She don't look 40 though.
I'm just gonna say this needs to stop. Why are so many women dying after getting BBLs and boob jobs and all kinds of surgeries? Like, is it really worth risking your entire life for a cosmetic surgery of which you don't need at all, especially if you're married in a relationship? 3 kids, by the way, and a husband at home. Honestly, so far this entire story is crazy. And not only did these kids lose their mother, but I'm sure her mom, what does her mom think about this? Her sisters, her brothers, her uncles and aunts, the rest of her extended family. Like, good God. They go on to say, though, that the 13-year NYPD veteran, so she was tenured, who was a part of the department's Internal Affairs Bureau, was pronounced dead just over an hour later, sources say. And also, correction.
Unspecific cardiac arrest? How did the BL cause cardiac arrest? Maybe she's just too old for one or something, or the process of whatever it was caused something. Because I was thinking maybe like popped or she bled out or something. I don't even know. But cardiac arrest? I don't even how.
I just figured out that police officers can't be tenured. I suppose that only applies to specific positions in academia. In any case, her cause of death was listed as, and I quote, unspecified cardiac arrest, sources say. And according to Google, it says the BBL, or the Brazilian butt lift, has historically been associated with the highest mortality rate of any aesthetic surgical procedure. So out of all of them, rhinoplasty, double jaw surgery, chin implants, boob jobs, breast reductions, etc., the BBL has the highest mortality for very specific reasons, of course. But they say it's primarily due to the risk of pulmonary fat embolism. A PFE, which is pulmonary fat embolism, we're learning today, occurs when fat is inadvertently injected into the gluteal muscle, which is the buttocks, and enters the bloodstream, traveling to the heart.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, how does it cause cardiac arrest? Okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Basically, like, so the pulmonary fat is like the fat that's in like pulmonary, like the vein or whatever, like that region. Basically, they eject that out and they put it in your ass, right? But the whole problem with it is that they're dead ass ejecting fat into your blood. As anyone knows as well, like if there's too much buildup plaque or fat built inside your bloodstream and it's traveling through your bloodstream, it can build up. And when there's a lot of plaque in your bloodstream, that shit dead ass will literally build up and it will like reduce the blood flow inside certain arteries or veins. When it does that, that shit was what causes cardiac arrest. So okay, that makes sense. Yeah, damn, I didn't know it was that scientific for real. But I guess it does make sense if it's because it has to go into your bloodstream. It's gonna go into your bloodstream either way because it's basically a form amount of fat being injected in a certain area, and it can disrupt your blood flow in your bloodstream.
lungs, which can be fatal, basically clogging those organs,
Yeah,
leading
like I
to
said,
your
dead ass clogging them
potential death. And
because
back
of
to the
plaque buildup.
article, they say Stone had undergone a liposuction and gluteal fat transfer, which
And
is
her
the
doing both.
or
Oh,
technical term for
damn.
BBL. And they said this procedure happened in the country of Colombia on October 16th, just 1 week prior.
Damn.
They say she was also taking anticoagulants, which is, I believe, to thin the
Damn,
blood. You
fucking
know,
fly
blood
in here somewhere.
coagulation means it
Pissing me
gets
off.
thicker. Anticoagulants would mean, I suppose, getting thinner. And pain medication as a part of her post-operative plan and was transferred to a hotel to recover after the surgery. Her husband, Michael Stone, told the Daily News that he intends to request an autopsy and probe what led to her sudden death. They say, and I quote, "The doctor who called me from Colombia just called me and told me my wife had just passed away." Good God, bro, if I were the husband, I would be devastated.
Damn.
I honestly wouldn't believe it. I'd
I dead ass would not believe. I'll be shell shocked. I wouldn't even be able to even believe that's what happened for real.
probably be in shock. Like, in shock as to what the hell I'm hearing. They also say, and I quote, "She didn't have any information to tell me when I was asking her. Something just doesn't add up," end quote. He said. Michael said, and I quote, "To be called Thursday and told that she passed away, that is just shocking and hurtful. I don't have the facts, and that's what I need, the facts of what happened." Michael recalled that his wife was, and I quote, "perfectly fine just before her procedure," and told relatives the day before her death that she was feeling all right. And then below, they basically described they opened a fundraiser, I believe a GoFundMe and whatnot, to end off the story. Listen, guys, I know in this world, people, especially as they get older and they get enough money, they want to get these expensive surgeries. You know, this kind of reminds me of like the way Kanye's mom died or Michael Jackson died and various other celebrities getting botched surgeries and passing away. Like, in my opinion, it's just not worth it, man. Genuinely speaking, this has to be one of the dumbest
And most of the time, they look a lot better without the surgeries. They just do that shit just cause, bro. That shit's so stupid.
ways to go out, in my opinion. Getting a BBL. Of
At
all things you
40.
could have got, a BBL is literally what took you out. And of course, you know, the comment section are saying, because the comment section is always crazy, they're saying RIP, but why the F would 40-year-old detective and mother of 3 be getting a BBL?
Exactly.
And the first commenter below that responding said she was probably lonely and single, not getting the attention. Little did they know, because I just read the article, she was a whole mother of 3 and married. So clearly she was not lonely. Somebody else said mother of 3, quote, BBL, quote, 40, quote, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Bro,
They're like, what?
it doesn't
Somebody
add
else
up. Her husband talking about, oh, something not adding up, da da da. Bro, this doesn't add up. Why would you even allow it? That's what's not even adding up, bro.
said it's easy to hate, but these people probably suffer from severe self-image issues. May she rest in peace. Planet Fitness, someone else said, is a way safer
Safer alternative and way better for your health. And you'll look a lot better too. You'll feel and look a lot better.
alternative. Definitely get some squats in, some lunges in, some RDLs. Why does a mother of 3, someone else said, need a BBL? Yeah, these are the questions people have. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? This is probably
Alright, bet. Well, that's the end of it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be easy.